Taking a look at this enormous creature today. You can see the eyes here. These are nostrils, right? So this big puffy nose right here, and then you got this huge jaw. This mouth is huge. This thing is an immense Sasquatch, between 10 and 12 feet tall. We're gonna break this footage down. This is one of the killer frames where you can tell it's in there, but man, we got a lot of stuff to go over here where this thing's moving around. You can tell he's there, man. Welcome to the one and only Bigfoot Researcher's Journey. So we're going to start here with footage of what we originally thought was the brow ridge of one of these creatures. What it turns out after a reload was that what we had done was included this 4K footage with some 1080p footage. And in the examination, we were not getting all the data. This data was showing up, but not this. And this is actually the eyes up here. These are nostrils. This is an enormous creature. You can see the round right up here. It's just sticks and stuff. Watch this. I mean, this is nuts, man. You can literally see this huge creature's lips are right down here, but this is not a face. This is actually what I've been describing to people, that the creatures actually have this muzzle that when they pull the skin back on it and their jaw is so wide, it comes out and actually looks like a face. Watch this. I mean, you can see this guy in these upcoming frames where right behind those branches, we're getting really good shots of the nose, and where he's like turned his head slightly back and forth looking. We've got the mouth and then the nostrils right here. Behind this leaf is another nostril, but this is that ridge that everybody has that has that nose attached. But he can do things to make that more pronounced, and the light hitting it with his achromatic skin. I mean, look at that, flexing. It looks like eyeballs. This is just skin showing, but it's not eyeballs. Look at how he's flexing his nose. Watch these frames, and we're going to show you how this huge creature has the ability to fool you. You think that's his whole face, and it's simply not. Look at this thing. Oh man. Okay, so here we have a really good frame of what the creature actually looks like, and we're gonna lighten this frame up for us right now. And once this renders, you're gonna see here's this big mouth, and this is all upper lip here. We got some leaves hanging, and of course there's gonna be stuff in here, but and this could be a little one right next to him. I don't know. I just know this huge creature is here, and this is one of those. It's like the totem pole noses. If you go back and you look at those totem poles from the Pacific Northwest, look, he's flexing his nostril. Let's try to see where it looks like it's a face right here, but it's not. The eyes are right here. This is the muzzle. It's so crazy how these creatures have this, but they have so much muscle on their face, right? And so the key part to identification, that doesn't mean that there's not like a little guy up here hanging out or two of them. Who knows? This thing is immense, and as we get into these better frames, just knowing, we'll lighten this one up a little bit. Just knowing, I mean, here it is, right? You got this nostril is right here, and it's very sharp on both sides, and it comes out like, kind of almost reptilian looking. And then we've got this eye area here behind it. We're going to be seeing quite a few frames like this. That's pretty clear, man. You can see him back in there. Here's another frame or a few where he's just sitting back in there watching. You can see this big guy's back there. It's nuts. It's one of those Sasquatch giants, the top of the head. You can even see like curls where some of the hair and shit's curling off the top. Like, we're talking about Dr. Seuss kind of shit. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Crazy looking, and very difficult to identify because the nose doesn't have a pronounced bridge. It's different. It's like It's like it has it can have an indentation. It's like this whole thing is nasal cavity. They can blow this up or suck it in. And we have frames that clearly show this joker has an indentation right there, and it'll confuse you. And then right here, boom, he puffs it right back up, and we get the typical kind of blow. You can see a little bit of an indent there, but you get those huge tubes. But he can blow that thing up, man, where it looks ridiculously like round, like a clown's nose. And the interesting thing is you would think these are eyes, but they're not. Again, here's the eye area here. And it's interesting because if you try to picture a horse, right? How many people up in New Jersey in that area are saying the Jersey Devil, and they describe this horse face? Well, here it is. This is the horse face. Get this big upper lip like a horse, man, and the mouth is down here. That's that big old Sasquatch horse face. Look at the eye shine. And we can see these are some really good frames, right? So, but when you start out with, look at the eyes. All right, let's get in a little bit on this one, and we'll freeze frame it, and I'll do a zoom, and we're gonna put a little Ken Burns on there, and we'll get in and we'll take a better look at this immense creature. Okay, so first of all, here's the 6 foot range right in here. This is the 6 foot range. How big? I'm venturing that this is a 12 footer, man. You know, big boy. Let's let this render, and then we'll come back to it and look at it. But you can see there's so many more frames we have that we can examine and pull data from on how this creature looks from varying distances using our footage, right? And we've got really good eye shine. And in this one, we zoomed in and we can see the eyes now. We got the pupil. So we got nostrils, and it's weird, showing like weird, man. And then we've got these nocturnal kind of things up here. And this is a huge, huge muzzle right here, man. I mean, you can see there's even like teeth showing in there. If you look, you can see the lines between the teeth on this creature. How big are those teeth? Look at that. It's nuts, man. Let's see if we get a little more data out of this thing. Let's bring some of this up. And you can see the eye is showing a little bit better. There probably are other ones with this thing. They typically travel in like a line. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so we have this same clip a little bit closer. Here it is. And we're looking at the creature there. And we've got, pretty good idea that this thing's huge. Look at all this dark in here, man. There's probably other ones with him again, like I said, but let's try to brighten this. There we go. Just looking at this is all new, We're learning about the creatures as we go. And it's so fascinating because when we have really critical data like this, and we can begin to identify that, when the Native Americans carved totems and they put these really specific, descriptive carvings with anatomy, man, you can see it in this. That big drastic nostril coming off, and it looks so strange the way it is. But look how he blends, man. Crazy. Lighten it up, man. Watch this. Look at this. This is the lip here again. Nostrils. The eyes are up in this area. This is an immense head. Immense. This thing is huge. Man. Look at that. That's that horse face that people describe. The mouth, the upper lip, and there's some leaves and stuff hanging. You can see there's vines. But you can also see his big old monkey self is right in there. And you got that tip. Look at it. The nose changing shape in between frames, and we've got a leaf hanging out. Sometimes that leaf moves. We can see the lip, and that's that line I'm talking about, where when he pulls it across tight, you can see that under lip. It's like right in the center. I've seen this many times, even in my encounters with these creatures. But to actually get to catch it on film and what you've seen, and it's like, wow, there it is. It's crazy. Look at this bug flying through here. Interesting looking bug, huh? Killer frames. Look at that thing. Wow. And most people have trouble with this, but this is the mouth. The nose is right here, so we've got this pointy head, and the eyes are right here. You can see this like kind of isosceles shape, and we're moving into some more really good frames here. As we move forward, we got the mouth really good right there. You can see the mouth, and then the nostrils, and there's that under nose ridge right there. You can see a little bit of eye shine. Man, huge troll-like creature right there, right? His face looks different. Looks like a big troll compared to Mr. Horseface, right? We got the big horse in the bushes, looking like Disney, But here we're looking at some really good frames. Now here, he's got a more human type look. So we're witnessing this musculature that this creature has, and his ability to change with that musculature what the soft tissue looks like, right? That's it, man. Beneath that, all that skin has got serious muscle. It's nuts. And this is actually what the footage looks like with just a minor adjustment. You can see it's pretty nuts. It's hard to see him in there. He's in here. And we have to dial this thing in, If I put this back to the way it was, here you go. Good luck, right? You don't even know they're in there. Here it is over here, this huge creature standing there watching me. There's probably 5 of them with him, but this thing is huge, man, huge. And when we take it back and look at, what is actually in there, it's scary, But I love these guys. You can plainly see him in there. Big, giant Bigfoot. I just think he's beautiful, man. He doesn't cause any harm. He doesn't tear the place up. He's just in there and he's being cool, man. And so far they've treated us with respect, and so we try to treat them with respect. And so if you're interested in supporting the study, it's public. You can do so on Patreon. There's 2 different tiers. If you're just interested in seeing the films and a lot of the inside information, I share images from every single breakdown every week on Patreon. Huge creatures like this. We go in the field a lot. We've been down and ill for a little while. Look at this Bigfoot in there watching me, man. And you'd never even know if it wasn't for the fact that we study light and we could start to explain some of what was going on, so that we could learn how to catch him better. And this is where we're at now. But Patreon, that's it, man. Crypto Reality Patreon. You can support the study. You can see that Bigfoot's in there watching me. Man, that's nuts. Look at that. Huge Sasquatch. Let's still frame that, and then we'll move on to the next individual we're going to break down here. But let's get in close, and we'll close this breakdown with a real good shot of this individual here. Right now it's rendering, and it's just an incredible feat to be able to go in here and know, okay, these guys are in here, and here he is right here, right? We got the whole face, the whole head. There's some stuff going on over here that we're unsure of because it's so dark, but he's got some of his achromatic showing. The mouth line, possibly some teeth showing. We got the ridge of the nose here, the nostril. You can even see that little nostril cover there, and then the head's here, so his eyes are up in this area. It's amazing, man. You can see him in there. They're enormous. Big nostrils, huge upper lip, horse face. Got that huge horse face in that one, right? This thing changes its face. So crazy. Look at that frame. There it is, right there. All right, that's the one, right? Let's zoom in on that. There we go. Not too close. You want to be able everybody to see it, You get too close, not good. There he is. Nostrils, mouth, you got the ridge there I always talk about. Here's one of his eyes there, the other one's right here. This is that color change stuff playing havoc with the average man. I Have a nice weekend. Crypto Reality Patreon. Support the study today.